Pakistan is a beautiful country, rich in people, history and culture, with huge potential for development. But at present, that development is extremely limited due to the manifold problems Pakistan faces. Only through the efforts, dreams and aspirations of its people can a peaceful and progressive Pakistan emerge. A people that is strong enough to develop a new form of leadership out of its own ranks already has the men that it needs. But what is still lacking today is a broad, general flow of liberal thought. That is the reason for the slow pace of progress. This, the German philosopher and politician Friedrich-Naumann had identified as root cause of underdevelopment more than 100 years ago. Progress happens when people and their leaders do their own bit to change things, one small thing at a time. To do this, a lot of effort is required to change people's mindset. Because if people do not change the way they think, their actions will not change. Therefore, too, leaders have to emerge as role models. In order to develop this new form of leadership, the visionary Friedrich-Naumann opened the world's first Citizens' Academy in Berlin in 1918. After the Second World War, the first president of the Federal Republic of Germany, Theodor Heuss, established in this spirit a political foundation and named it after his mentor Friedrich-Naumann. By the time the Friedrich-Naumann Foundation for Freedom, FNF for short, turned into a global specialist agency for the furthering of civic education and political consultancy to help other countries to develop their leadership as well as solutions for local challenges. Today, FNF is active in more than 60 countries and is recognized as one of the leading think tanks of the world, ranking in the 20th place in Europe. Since 1986, the Friedrich-Naumann Foundation for Freedom has been working for a peaceful and progressive Pakistan.
That is not a lifestyle, that is a philosophy. And the roots of this philosophy is enlightenment. We base it on the individual. Each individual should have the utmost freedom as well as self and social responsibility. And of course, equal rights. And starting from that, all other comes automatically, like justice, rule of law, democracy, as well as good governance. That's what we are working for.
Based in Islamabad, the Foundation for Freedom works with select partners on the joint midterm strategy. Thereby, FNF does not come with a donor attitude, but as a real friend and partner at eye level. FNF emphasizes the necessity to train, consult, and interlink its related non-governmental organizations in order to strengthen civil society. FNF aims at establishing human and civil rights, settling conflicts peacefully, facilitating a liberal democracy with democratic parties, and enabling equal citizens to earn their living with dignity. To achieve these objectives, the Foundation has taken up the most prudent course of action.
FNF works together with its partners, its Pakistani civil society organization, not on a basis like a classical donor, but in a true partnership. Together with the financial support, we have more highlighted the importance of training, consulting and interlinking, as this is much more sustainable.
Human Rights Commission of Pakistan, HRCP, is an awareness and democracy organization having a broad mandate, mainly the promotion and protection of the rights of the people of Pakistan. FNF's keen interest in political and social issues led HRCP to collaborate with FNF on numerous critical issues over the years.
The major issue in Pakistan is the wrong education that is imparted to young children, which takes them away, farther and farther away from democracy and tolerance and liberal values. So we have been working on a project now to design model civic education for schools so that children can understand the implications of a fellow feeling of democracy, living together and pluralism.
Freedom Gate Pakistan is the avant-garde of the enlightened philosophy of liberalism in Pakistan. A platform from which a network of free, equal and open-minded Pakistanis commit to work for a peaceful and progressive Pakistan FGP is the Pakistani alumni network of the Foundation's own International Academy for Leadership in Germany. The IAF operates in the tradition of Friedrich-Naumann's Citizens Academy. Here, leaders are born.
Few Pakistanis are chosen to go to International Academy of Leadership in Gummersbach, Germany, where they're given different trainings on liberal philosophies and principles, human rights and communication skills. And it is our duty to come back and train our fellow citizens on the same philosophies, so that if we start today, tomorrow we'll have a more progressive and intellectually elevated Pakistan.
Center for Peace and Development Initiatives, CPDI, was established in 2003. Its focus has been on peace and development issues, which include police reforms, budget tracking, as well as research and advocacy on issues related to our internal conflicts. Though the most recent project, Right to Information, that CPDI has successfully pursued, has not been a solo venture.
One important example in that regard is our engagement with the Punjab government, where we took the initiative of engaging the provincial government so that it is persuaded to enact a law on right to information. And as a result of those efforts, the Punjab government agreed to enact a law. So we are very hopeful that this initiative will be successful. And if it is successful, then this would have become possible as a result of our partnership.
Individual Land is a liberal think tank which focuses on policies, media advocacy and participatory democracy. With the media boom in Pakistan, Individual Land felt the need to create awareness of individual and social responsibility in media.
Our work with the media under the banner of the Free, Independent, Responsible Media firm has taken us all over the country, and I think all of us, whether I talk about print media journalists, about radio broadcasters, about TV personnel, it is the learning that we at Individual Land Pakistan have gained from the journalists in collaboration with the Friedrich-Naumann Foundation. It has been a mutually benefiting relationship.
Like-minded people from all walks of life formed the Liberal Forum Pakistan LFP back in 2002. In partnership with FNF since its inception, LFP serves as a political democratic platform, offering liberal solutions to important issues.
Each year, in partnership with FNF, a theme is selected. For instance, this year in 2011, a theme to promote peace and tolerance in Pakistan, it has been selected. Once a theme is selected, what we try to do in LFP is we hold activities which are mostly consisting of seminars which are done all over Pakistan in cooperation with the chapters who totally volunteer their services. They are not paid for those services. And to a limited extent, workshops are conducted with the help of FNF, and a few publications are also taken out.
Businessmen, academics and politicians joined hands in Economic Freedom Network. EFN members know the positive outcomes of economic freedom and a free market economy. These are, for example, among many others, better human rights situation, better quality of living and even increased life expectancy. Accordingly, EFN has successfully undertaken numerous researches and publications to move on this direction.
When we talk about collaboration between Development Pool and Economic Freedom Network, I would like to highlight an important achievement. We recently organized a consultative dialogue between the Competition Commission of Pakistan and the business community. And that dialogue helped create a bridge between two important stakeholders in the economy. And it was acknowledged by the Competition Commission itself that for the first time it was a civil society initiative which helped creating a new series of dialogue.
A few concerned citizens of Karachi established Shehri Citizens for Better Environment in 1988 to serve the interest of the public. Their commitment and persistence along with FNF guidance has made it possible for Shehri to effect positive changes at legislative and policy level time and time again.
Most recent success story is at the legislative level, where we have been able to influence the legislature, the Sindh legislature, to remove and not pass the Sindh Prohibition and Protection of Amenity Spaces Bill. This bill was introduced in March 2011, and if it had been made law, it would have allowed the government and various vested interests to take over all the parks and other amenity open spaces in Karachi as well as in the province of Sindh. We were able to stop it, and we raised enough public opinion that hopefully it will never raise its head again.
Though all partner organizations have the experience of highly qualified individuals with the commitment to make positive changes, the young generation of Pakistan is a resource FNF fully recognizes as the next wind of change. That is why it chooses to partner with School of Leadership, an organization that has been expanding its young leaders database ever since 2002. Its goals being that the young generation recognize their infinite potential and secondly, discover global and local opportunities open to them. Realizing that long-term inputs are required from public and private companies to achieve these goals, School of Leadership was grateful for FNF support as very few companies realized its importance.
Few, whom we call partners in progress, they firmly believe that to change points of view and perceptions, it takes a generation. FNF, Friedrich-Naumann-Stiftung is one of them. They believe that whatever you input now may bring a drop of change tomorrow, but it will definitely make an impact after 20 years, after 30 years, if we keep at it persistently. That is one thing that why we collaborate together. The second reason is them being interested in youth leadership development, and also that being a foreign organization and we being locals. We merge our ideas, our concepts and our beliefs, and because of that we are able to synergize and improve our own capacities and make a larger impact in the nation.
4, 3, 2, 1,
Liberal thoughts, values and principles are the key to progress and change. If people are free to follow their dreams and work for their aspirations, the country will prosper. We need to build a new form of leadership through participatory democracy so that the aspirations of the people inform the actions of the government, and we need to build rule of law with strong human and civil rights so that people enjoy personal safety and protection. True partnership with mutual respect regardless of nationality, gender, religion or ethnicity is the only way to achieve this goal. FNF believes that learning from each other and consequently improving is the best practice. This will bring people from all walks of life closer to each other, resulting in sharing of ideas, understanding for each other, resulting in tolerance and respect. FNF invites every Pakistani who shares these values to join or support their partners in this quest for prosperity so that you can be part of the solution. Be the change you want to see around the world. Be a peaceful and progressive Pakistani yourself and lead others. FNF is there to help you.